Glasgow is known for its rich musical culture. The legendary music scene spans the whole spectrum of traditional and contemporary styles. The city's centre has always been filled with a huge array of performers looking to showcase their talents. But in recent years, a new sound has emerged from the streets and clubs of the country: the art of beatboxing. The art of creating music using only your mouth has been around for decades, but Beatbox Scotland have been working to make Scotland a hub for beatboxing events. So join me today as I interview some of the most significant figures raising the profile of the Scottish beatbox community. This is Bound to the Beat.
My name is Big Taj and I'm a beatboxer from Glasgow. So when I started beatboxing, right, this was many years ago, before like YouTube or anything. There was nowhere to practice. You would just get like a CD, mostly like hip hop ones, and there'd be people beatboxing on it, and I would imitate that. And in school I had a couple of boys who would rap, DJ, so we formed a wee band, did a wee performance in school, and I left it for a bit till I went to college. And then I started to perform there, and I went to open mic nights as well, and that's where promoters kind of got to know me, and that's when I started getting booked for shows as well. And that's kind of like where it all kind of started from, you know, just before I hit the 2005 UK Beatbox Championship.
Round two, even around what never happened. Big Taj, representing Glasgow, can you make your way to the stage?
And I didn't win it, you know. I think it was an eye-opener of how good people actually are at beatboxing. You know, that was my first experience being around so many beatboxers and how great they were, you know. And I was upset I didn't win, you know. It was emotional, let's just say that. I was quite young and I've, you know, gone up for the first time battling, but it was an eye-opener. I knew what I needed to work on, and I battled in 2015 as well. So I never really won it, but I was always close to the top as one of the best beatboxers in the UK. And then after 2015, I was too old. I didn't have the time to practice battling and stuff, you know. So I still have the passion for it. Every time I think about it, I'm like, I need to go up and do it. But yeah, the experience has been absolutely incredible, and that's what's really made me level up. It's very rare to see a Sikh guy, an Asian guy beatboxing, and with a Scottish accent. You know, so even when I went down to Newcastle, people just like, is that a real accent? I'm like, yeah, it's my actual accent, you know. And even when I go overseas, it's just a wee bit of a, okay, what's this guy going to do? They think I'm going to go up and rap in Punjabi or sing an Indian song, and then I start beatboxing. So I think it's more of a wow factor for them, which is fine. I'm not complaining about it. It's funny, you know, and something I still get that. And I think it's nice for me to represent my community, you know, and to show them you can do something different, you know, whereas we very much focus on towards becoming like doctors, lawyers and stuff, which is fantastic jobs, do you know what I mean? But also need to push the creativity a little bit as well. Years later, I tried to put on a beatbox battle as well. I done it, but you know, a lot of guys kind of pulled out or didn't show up, or the judges didn't show up, didn't take it that seriously, you know, and it kind of hindered the event a wee bit. And then after that is when L did the Beatbox Scotland, and he's put the battles together.
Hi there, my name's LiamCallahan. I go by the stage name L, the letter L. I've been beatboxing for about nearly 15 years. So I started when I was about 12, and well, I'm now 28, so what's that, maths, 16 years. Instantly trying it, me and my brother, we're trying it. He's amazing, my brother. I'm like, whoa, you're really good at that. And then he had the limelight in beatboxing, my brother, but he likes acting, and he's an actor. So he was more focused on that, and I just kept beatboxing, and over time, I surpassed him. He's like, Liam, you should really get more immersed in this. I think I was 17, I applied for the UK Beatbox Champs to try and get into the tournament. Loved the beatboxers. In Scotland, there's nothing like it. Into the UK Champs, that was what inspired me to start something in Scotland, because well, there just wasn't a market for it in Scotland. It was a niche market, you know what I mean, and there was, like I said, nobody about other than Big Taj. So I thought, well, if he's not made like a social media page for like a hub for Scottish beatboxing, then I'm going to go and do it. And then when I done that, beatboxers in Scotland started messaging the page. I was studying music business at Coatbridge College, and in my head I wanted to do events management. So at first it was like just a social media page, but then they've got this wee events side of it. Now you can add an event, make your event, and that's how I was like, you know what, I'll make the Scottish Beatboxing Championships.
To find out more about the first Scottish Beatbox Championship, I visited Music Broth, who have been working with Liam since the beginning of the project.
I'm James. I'm the Musical Hub Coordinator for Music Broth. Music Broth is a charity that was set up in 2018. We merged together the principles of access to music with preventing waste. We support music in the community through a variety of different methods. So it could be from just the musicians and artists that we've come across that we know are doing great things and getting them out there on our social media, to helping them with their needs, whether it's they're going busking and they need a busking amp, or whether they're performing on stage for the first time, they've got practice amps maybe but not backline. And also we've gone the whole way, and with Liam at Beatbox Scotland, he tends to advertise and use our booking system to keep the prices low there, no fees attached to that, and then helping him with the whole process.
We formed a good relationship at first, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and get them involved with the championships because I like what they do in music.
I feel like in the years we've been involved with beatboxing, it seems like the Beatbox Championships, the event gets bigger each year. There's more people there. I think it's an amazing genre for people to get interested in very quickly that wouldn't normally. They don't normally, but they hear it just on the horizon. They hear that noise and they're like, what's that? And then they, wow, that's a person. That's not an instrument. And then they get involved and very quickly get interested. So I think it's just getting bigger and bigger all the time that way.
Quite a lot of beatboxers coming up, you know, and that's kind of one of the recent years, maybe past 5 years or whatever. People actually showing up, there's loads, maybe 20 plus as well, you know, and I feel like an old man now, do you know what I mean? Like all these youngsters are coming up. I've had the honours of like hosting and judging these battles as well. So there has been quite a big shift in beatboxers in Scotland. You know, it used to just be like myself and Silent V, and that was it. And a couple other boys. Then you had L coming in, and now you've got like a whole bunch from all over Scotland, like all the way up to like Inverness and stuff as well.
Through beatboxing, I've made many great connections, met some of the best people that I know.
Today we're at the Carrollton Studios, where I meet up with my beatboxers. We're actually practicing right now for a gig at the SEC.
So my name is William, or you can call me Will, and I go under the name of Undefined, and that is my stage name, and I am a beatboxer, I guess. And so I started beatboxing when I was 11, 12. I'm 22 now, 23 this year.
My name is Barry, and I'm a beatboxer, and I've practiced beatbox for 8 years. When I came to Glasgow, and I met with L, Liam, and he brought me to the Scottish beatbox community, and it's quite exciting, and I feel like quite a exciting influence from him.
Pretty much Liam, or L, got me involved into the Scottish beatbox community. I like the Beatbox Scotland page and stuff, and then he saw me, I was interested, and then he hit me up pretty much, and then we met up and had a few jam sessions, and yeah, we've been friends ever since.
And new people by Liam and by the beatbox community.
It's really great community. We like to just have jam sessions, like to hang out with each other. It's a great way of communicating just through music, basically.
Beatbox is quite international. Yeah, I think it's a kind of another language.
in the face.
This event is organized by Chinese Student Union, and it's a quite big event because it's for Chinese Spring Festival and for Chinese New Year. And I'm really happy to be involved with this event.
Be one of my biggest gigs I've done so far on stage. You know, it'll be a big stage, 600 people in attendance.
It's about the communication between different cultures. We can show Chinese audience about how Scottish beatbox culture is, and they will be really happy to see how good Scottish beatbox is.
Eager to watch the crew's biggest performance to date, I headed to the SEC. With a huge crowd in attendance, I was excited to see how the performance would go.
Now, let's welcome the show, Sounds United.
让我们一起躁动起来！掌声有请周超、LiamCallahan、LiamCallahan、赵太乙、白健雄带来 Sounds United， 有请。Thank you.